Open land in most of southern New England will quickly become overgrown unless it is deliberately kept clear. This was the case on Wilhelm Farm in an area which we designated the Silvopasture unit. Our starting point was a dense mixture of brush, native species like wild grape, berry brambles, poison ivy, and mountain laurel, as well as exotic invasives like multiflora rose and Japanese barberry. In places, the brush was so dense that we could not penetrate it on foot or even with a tractor. Several mechanical methods were used to clear the Silvopasture area, including a tiger cat mulcher, which removed nearly 7 acres of brush adjacent to pine and hardwood stands. The area was further cleaned up with a DR field machine, and the brush was removed until only stems remained. Wilhelm Farm has never used broadcast spraying of herbicides, but we did spot spray before using the machines and before introducing the goats. Why goats? The EcoGoats website sums up the benefits nicely. They write, "When it comes to clearing unwanted vegetation, goats can provide an ideal alternative to machines and herbicides. They graze in places that mowers can't reach and humans don't want to go. In fact, goats eat a wide range of unwanted vegetation, which on the East Coast includes kudzu, oriental bittersweet, ailanthus, multiflora rose, Japanese honeysuckle, and many more." Goats were one of the first animals to be domesticated by humans over 10,000 years ago, and they have been part of farm life ever since. Today, there are over 300 different breeds, and goats are used for milk, meat, skins, and land management across much of the world. Among their many beneficial qualities, goats love broadleafed material, which means brush and invading field vegetation are consumed, but they don't prefer grass, so it is left to flourish. Goats respect electric fences, making this an easy and effective source of mobile containment, and they don't like water, so that can be used as a natural boundary. Goats fertilize as they graze, then trample the fertilizer so that the desired grasses and other vegetation left behind are given a natural boost. Goats can climb, allowing them access to invasive vegetation that grows in hard-to-reach places. Here at Wilhelm Farm, we first had goats grazing brush in 2014 and 15, which provided an opportunity for us to learn how to manage them with electric fencing and a movable trailer. In 2017, we purchased 2 goats, a nanny and her kid, and grazed our barnyard intensively, clearing out the substantial multiflora rose, berries, and other invasives that had overwhelmed that area. These experiences convinced us that the techniques would work and that we could manage more goats in the barnyard and in the adjacent Silvopasture unit. Over the winter, we developed an arrangement with nearby Sweet Pea Goat Dairy to graze 6 of their goats for the summer of 2018. In June, 5 new kids arrived, as well as a young doe, and they joined our 2 goats in rebrowsing the barnyard. This gave them time to become acquainted and for the kids to take up proper browsing. The next step was an intensive grazing of the hedgerow and lane leading up to the brush-covered portion of the Silvopasture unit, and the last 2 months were spent grazing in the Silvopasture unit proper. Portable electric fencing was used to keep the goats contained and to guide them to the next batch of brush. The fencing needed to be moved every week or 2, depending on the goat's progress, and this would often take half a day. Moving the fence was certainly the most time-consuming part of goat management. The 2018 experience led to a repeat in 2019 with 9 goats, 5 kids, and 4 adults of various ages. They cleared almost 2 acres, including follow-up on the 2018 work. To clear all the brush in the expanded Silvopasture unit and maintain it would require a herd over 5 times as large. This would overwhelm our capacity to house and manage goats, so we are once again exploring the use of mechanical removal and some spot spraying of herbicide. This would be followed later by intensive goat grazing. Our experience at Wilhelm Farm suggests that goats can be an effective tool for land management, as well as offering other potential benefits such as dairy and meat. Goats can do work that is both difficult and expensive to accomplish by other means, and could easily become an ongoing presence on many southern New England farms.